Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victoria Johnson, and this is my mentor mentee program analysis. So, I decided to do my analysis on Texas Center for Educator Excellence. We do have programs in the Phoenix City School District, but for the purpose of pulling information for history and some artifacts, it was easier to do a more renowned program. So, what exactly is TxCEE? So, this particular center is based in Austin, Texas. It started in about 2006. And so, basically, from there, the vision was equipping educators to improve student achievement. So, what they were trying to do, they were trying to provide all of the fundamentals to their novice teachers because when they are better prepared, then the students can achieve. And so then they focused on this by job embedded mentoring. So, how it would work is the mentor would have to model what the ideal classroom would look like, and the mentee would get to observe it and take notes. Instead of just it being like mentor observing mentee, they decided to do a different approach and let the mentee observe the mentor so the mentor could model it for them. And they've proven this to be a successful model. So, some of the structure and goals, the mentor preparation and training. So the mentor preparation and training that starts and that takes a while. They have one-on-one mentoring for beginning teachers. That is the person that you speak with several times throughout the week. Along with that, they provide you insights, they do the modeling for you, and then, of course, they offer collaborative learning communities. That's where you can get together with um, either across grade curriculums or across grade bands, and you can speak to them, talk to them, and collaborate just either on classroom management or whether it's content based. So basically, with that going on, the goal just basically is to improve teacher effectiveness and to enhance that student achievement doing that, and also making sure that this program cultivates teacher leadership across the districts. So, with that being said, the mentors are expected to model effective instructional practices and to provide guidance on classroom management, which everybody that's been in the classroom already knows that it is a struggle to go from college directly into a classroom because they do not teach you classroom management. Okay, so this program, it hasn't been going on as long as others. For example, NTC, the New Teacher Center in Santa Monica, this program hasn't been going on that long, but it has made quite the impact. So this program originally started in Austin, Texas. It has spread to 58 districts across Texas. It also has spread to 432 campuses. 17,277 teachers have been impacted by this fantastic program, and 250,424 students have also been impacted by this fantastic Center of Educator Excellence. So let's talk about the theoretical framework for a minute. So I pulled three. So the three main frameworks are applied to this Texas Center for Educated Excellence. The first one is the social learning theory. Basically, mentors serve as observable models of effective teaching, which I did mention previously, that the mentors would provide the model and then from there the mentees could follow. We also have cognitive development theory. This emphasizes scaffolding and guided reflection, gradually transferring responsibility basically to the mentee. So, through like coaching and collaborating in the learning community, the responsibility shifts from being the mentor to now the mentee is in charge and in control. And then finally, moral development theory, which mentors help mentees navigate ethical dilemmas in classrooms, guiding them towards decision making and professional responsibility. So, with that being said, they just kind of help out and guide them towards the best option in the classroom, especially for these novice and new teachers. Sorry. Okay, so for the ethical considerations, The first thing that they had to think about was confidentiality. Mentoring discussions and observations are kept private to foster trust between the mentor and the mentee. One thing that my principal always says is be careful of the ballpark talk. That's so easy to happen here, especially when you're just hanging around and you're speaking about, oh, I'm mentoring somebody and they don't know how to do blah, blah, blah. Got to be very, very careful in these programs to make sure that confidentiality is maintained. Also, equity and access. District and campus leaders are trained to ensure all new teachers receive mentoring support, avoiding disparities in program participation. So, we just want to make sure with this program that nobody's being left out. We want to make sure that the pairings are good. So, your mentor and mentee pairings are thought out, personality based, grade based, but it's to the point where you can have trust and develop some confidentiality. And also, everybody has to have access to it and to be able to participate. Some of the pros and cons of this mentoring mentee program. The pros are it's evidence-based mentoring practices. So we know that there's evidence to support that this does work. It is a structured support. So they have it where it's a set plan on like how things should run. It focuses on equity so everybody has a fair opportunity and chance to be successful in this mentoring program. They are building you to be leaders. So it is quite the leadership development and it's job embedded learning. So it's not like you have to show up early, come late, come on the weekends, do modules outside. This is on the job from your 7 to 3 time at the school. They will work in that window frame to make sure that the new teachers are being properly mentored. Some of the cons is the outcome data availability. So basically, what that means is we don't have any like consistent feedback to show where this Texas Center for Educators, we don't have any data to show that this is truly like successful in the work. So more consistent data would be good. Consistent across districts. When I was reading up on it, certain districts work with this program more than others. However, they want it to be like strong across the entire state. Technology integration. So the majority of the Texas Center for Educators is on paper. It's paper and pen. They don't have a lot of digital resources, digital library, Edutopia, TeacherTube, things like that, or videos to refer back to for new teachers. A lot of it is paper based, hands on, job embedded, and so that can be an issue. And then the expansion of mentor diversity. So when I was reading up on this, they were saying that there is a struggle with finding diverse mentors, personality diversity, grade band, subject band, content wise, teaching styles. They want to make sure that they're providing mentors that will be able to help the entire teacher, not just the classroom management portion or not just the content portion or the lesson planning. They are looking for mentors to help the whole teacher, and personality is included in that as well. Some of the recommendations after going through this mentor mentee program analysis, I think that integrating technology training for mentors and mentees would be best if they knew how to properly use technology in the classrooms. That would be great. As far as the teachers are concerned, digital timers on the board, making sure that the technology is used as a tool and not a crutch. Also, for this mentor mentee program, expanding inclusivity and representation. Uh, it's a lot of people in the school district, and I know that there are certain requirements that are necessary to be a mentor. However, I do think it's very important to make sure that inclusivity and representation is present in the selection process of the mentors. Continuous feedback is always good and a strong recommendation. I think checkpoints throughout the mentoring program would be good. not just rate how the program went at the very end. I don't think that's effective. And also developing long term goals. So, not just, oh, this is your first year, you have a 1 year mentor program, but expand it to be a 5 year development plan after the first year and see how that can help with the classroom management and things of that nature. So, in conclusion, by implementing the recommended enhancements, the program can further improve mentor effectiveness, mentee growth, and district wide instructional quality, ultimately advancing educational equity and excellence across all Texas schools. And this program isn't necessarily specific to Texas. Right now, it is, but they've taken all of the fundamentals and they've shared it with other states like Mississippi and things like that nature to develop these centers across the entire United States. If you have any questions, you can email me at vjohnson@pcboe.net. Thank you all. Have a good day.